In this video, we're going to discuss the generator and the fuel behavior because these kind of go hand in hand. So here you can see I'm at my tool shed, my work shed here, and I'm just going to flick on the lights. Looks like the power might be out. That's okay. I'll just check on the generator. I have an independent generator right back here, and if I press E, it says, oh, there's fuel needed. So that's probably why the power's out. 20 units of fuel is needed. Just so happens I have exactly 20 units of fuel sitting right here. So I'm just going to pick that up, run on back to the generator, and press E to use. And now it's running. Now I can stop it, or I can run it again. But as you can see, if it's running, the lights are on. So we're in good shape. So generator's powering the lights and requires some fuel. Let's take a look and see how that all comes together. All right, pretty simple one, I know, but they all need to be covered. So let's just get through it together. So we have the generator out here. That is logic linked to the 4 lights on the inside. So I think you guys are familiar enough with that by now. Let's take a look at the behavior. Oops, there we are. So generator, we have the prompt text, E to use. You could also say maybe like to turn on or to power up, whatever you want to say. We have the use range. This is how close do I need to be to the object that's acting as our generator. Doesn't have to be this one, it could be anything in order to interact with it. The status, we have empty or full. So we could start out full, and really maybe it's only that we have to use the generator in order to supply power. But in this case, I chose empty so I could incorporate the fuel mechanic as well. Fuel required is 20. Just the number that it was preset to, so I went with it. And then we have our sound slots. Now the sound slot 0 is for when the generator starts, and sound slot 1 is for when it's running. And conveniently, there were actually 2 sounds that came with Max that were already in there, very well named, and so I just slotted those right in there. So that's the generator. That's part of it. We also have our fuel, which is right here. And again, it doesn't have to be a fuel can, it can be really anything. And we have E to collect, so our prompt text, the amount of fuel. So maybe, instead of giving this all 20 units, maybe I needed 2 of these, so 10 and 10 or something like that. We have pickup range, just like before. Usage range, it's really just how close do I have to be in order to pick it up. The pickup style, which I selected manual, so I had to press E in order to pick it up. You can also choose automatic, in which case, as soon as you get within range, it's just going to automatically pick it up. And then what is it going to say when you pick it up? In this case, it said collected fuel. And then, of course, the sound, which is, just an indication of the fact that you have picked it up. In this case, again, default sound that I used, very convenient. But that's it. Very simple behavior set that can really be used with a lot of different things. It doesn't have to be a generator and fuel, right? It could really be anything that acts essentially as a switch and anything that acts essentially as a fuel. So maybe it's a nuclear reactor and some fuel rods. Sky's the limit. Just, whatever you can imagine that would interact together in order to power something. You could use this behavior for that. So that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned anything new, please be sure to click the like button down below. That really helps me out a lot. If you're new here, or if you just haven't subscribed yet, you know the drill by now. Click the subscribe button down below. That's going to help the channel grow. And if you'd like a notification for whenever I post new videos, bell icon's your friend. That's going to let you know anytime new things come out. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. I appreciate it. I know this was a simple one, but I want to cover all the behaviors within Max, so this is no exception. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.